talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Broze. You about to walk with Broze. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You're rocking with Frozen and Broze. We're now in the zone. We need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors. Like get on the phone. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Broze. You about to walk with Broze. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You're rocking with Frozen and Broze. We're now in the zone. We need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors. Like get on the phone. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Broze. You about to walk with Broze. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You're rocking with Frozen and Broze. We're now in the zone. We need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors. Like get on the phone. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Broze. You about to walk with Broze. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You're rocking with Frozen and Broze. We're now in the zone. We need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors. Like get on the phone. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's.
Yeah. Man, I ain't been on so long, I forgot how to work the damn buttons. What's up, chat? We're going to have a drama-free show. If you're here because you want to make some money. I took a week off last week. I took a week off last week. I said, you know what? You know, the bets didn't come through the way I wanted them to. You know, let's take a week off and get right. You feel me? Sometimes you got to reset. Sometimes you got to reset. But, you know, today I'm playing poker, so I'm in a gambling mood. I'm in a gambling mood today. And we're going to make some money today. I think I got 3 parlays lined up. 3 good parlays. As always, we're going to do a lottery. The 1 o'clock lottery. Geez, I got you. You know, just follow me. I'll lead you in the right direction, Brody. So, like I said, I got 3 parlays lined up. As always, hey, side note, hat wall getting kind of crispy. Yes, hey, you see what I'm saying? Hey, the hat wall getting kind of crispy back there. But anyway, I got 3 parlays lined up for the gang today. All right, as always, we doing a lottery. The 1 o'clock games. I love doing the 1 o'clock games by 4 o'clock, 4:15. We know if we hit some money or not. And looking at the games, there's like maybe 1 or 2 swing games, but looking at the 1 o'clock games, we might be able to get this 1 o'clock bet. I'm thinking I might hedge the bet in a couple games. Like for example, the Eagles and the Bucks, I think is a toss up. Y'all know I'm a diehard Eagles fan, but I'm also a realist. I can't say with a straight face that I just know we gonna win this game. Sometimes we struggle with the Bucks, but when we had AJ Brown, we beat up on the Bucks. They always talk about 1-4. Froze, I can't even take credit for this stat. Froze was like, well, look, we 1-4, but the one game we won, we had AJ. The other three games, we didn't have AJ. So speaking of AJ Brown, I'm going to put in a parlay. That's one of my parlays. We're going to have an AJ Brown parlay. I think he's going to have a big game. I think he's going to capitalize on what he did last week. So I'm going to put a parlay on AJ Brown as well. And then I think I want to try to bet the 4 o'clock games as well. Listen, brother, we try. It's hard out here, but we try and stack a little coin, you feel me? Birthday just passed too. You know what I mean? My daughter, everybody they know I've been rocking hats for a minute. So, I'm always getting a new one here and there. I just got this one like the other day. But anyway, so let's get right to it. All right. So we missed the Minnesota game and the Pittsburgh game. They started at 9:30 this morning. I was in the gym. I'm not even sweating that game. But let me know off rip. And listen, chat. I don't mind input. If you guys have an opinion, I don't mind. Talk to me. Off rip, I think they benching Russell. I know they benching Russell. I even would have picked against him if they had Russell. The rookie makes me know never mind. Let me see. Chargers there, money line. Now, look, like I said, you know what? I'll save what I'm about to say for the end. I'm going Eagles money line. I'm going Detroit money line, a Buffalo money line, Washington. I think I'm pretty sure Terry McLaurin is out. Also, their quarterback Jaden Daniels is also out. I'm going with Penix here. Now this is a stinker of a game. CJ Stroud is struggling. Tennessee got the rookie, but I think CJ Stroud can get back on track here. I'm going to go with Houston in this game. I'm going with Houston here in this game. Another stinker, but I'm going to be honest with you. I like the Panthers here in this game. It's another stinker of a game. I like the Panthers here. All right, so let's see where that put us. All right, a little small 10 will win you, like a $1.50 and some change. Now, look, there was maybe 2 games that I feel like, let's just say, if you wanted to go put 2 bets in and instead of the Eagles, you went the Bucks. I'm not mad at that. I'll probably put 2 tickets in that way. I'll probably put the ticket that I just dropped and the same ticket, just switch the Eagles and the Bucks. And then this Houston game too, same thing, put the same ticket in, just switch up one of these, right? I mean, you could also, if you want, same ticket, and switch this one around too with the Patriots and the Panthers, which I wouldn't be mad at either way, chat. For real. Because I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put a ticket in the way that I got it here. And then I'm going to put a ticket in with the games I'm a little sometimey on. Just to try to, I don't want to say guarantee, but just to keep the odds, in our favor. Somebody said, how we calling the... I'm going to get to that. Hey, no excuse fitness. I'm going to get to that. Because I'm going to bet the 4 o'clock games too. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the chat. Let me see if I can get the... Matter of fact, let me do this. so we can see. Let me do this so we can see. And you know what? I'm also going to do, hold on. I'll move me over here. I'm going to move me over there. All right. Yeah, hey, Crank Nutty, I like the Falcons there. I do. I like the Falcons there. Hold on, what do I got? Why is it just... What did I change? Why is it the odds different? But oh, okay, the odds go up crazy because the Buccaneers, if you pick the Buccaneers, the odds go up crazy. I think that's $10 to win you damn near $250, $260 if the Buccaneers win today. Which like I said, I'm gonna put that ticket in that has the Bucs winning. I'm gonna go two 1 o'clock lottery tickets. Just to keep the bread, just try to get that bread flowing. All right, let me know, chat. We're ready to move on to the next one. Everybody got it? We here? And remember, hey, if you send a Cash App because you can't make the pick yourself, tell me in the comments you did so I know. Matter of fact, let me check real quick just to... All right, we straight. If anybody want me to place their bets, the Cash App is pinned in the top of the comment section. Let me know if you're somewhere where you can't place the bets. I got you. I'll place them for you. You can ask anybody in our chat. The track record is very good. We always send out whatever it is you make. All right, I'm going to clear this one, and then I'm going to go to the 4 o'clock games, and then we're going to end it with the A.J. Brown parlay. One of these got to smack today. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to do that. All right, the 4 o'clock games. We here. 4 o'clock. All right. We got the Colts versus the Rams. Does Danny Dimes keep things going this week? Do they stay undefeated? The LA Rams are at home. Although I don't know if I really take the home game serious in LA. I feel like it's a tourist destination. But the Rams are good, though. But do I think the Colts are going 4-0? Does Danny Dimes come back to earth a little bit here? I think he does today. I think the Rams lost a close game with a blocked field goal to my beloved Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know if they take 2 L's in a row. We'll come back to this, though, but I like the Rams here. Next game, we got the Jaguars and the 49ers. I'm going to be honest. I don't really like the 49ers as much. They got Mac Jones. I'm going to Jaguars here. I ain't going to lie. I'm not... Mac Jones, is he even playing? Because they got Mac Jones as questionable. Is Mac even going to get the start? Let's do some homework. Let's get some Mac Jones updates. Bosa out too. I think I'm going Jags here. Ricky Pearsall. Who the fuck is that? We're going Jaguars. Chat, we're going Jaguars here. We're not even going to complicate this shit. Now, look. Oh. This Baltimore Ravens Kansas City game. Now let me ask y'all a question. This is a tough game. I mean, I feel like both teams got to have it, right? You got the Chiefs 0-3. You got 1-2. I'm sorry. They both 1-2. They at Kansas City. Ooh. What if we went over? What if we went over here? What if? I know, but like they got no weapons. They got no weapons, right? It's Patty Mahomes. Travis is playing. I mean, I feel like the Baltimore Ravens defense hasn't like stopped anyone. The Lions put up 38. The Bills put up 41. The Browns put up 17. We owe the Chiefs one, but our defense been kind. That's what I'm saying, Marshall. What would that be? I'm taking Panthers money line for 100 at 200. That's 300 back. 21-17. Crack Nutty said 21-17. Let's see. Do I like them? If I gotta pick, I'm going the Ravens. But I'm not gonna lie though, the Kansas City defense is good. It's the offense that be having problems. But then again, Ravens got nothing but they offense is serious. I'm going Ravens. I'm going Ravens here. No, Ken James, we're going to see. We're going to see. The Bears versus the Raiders. I like the Bears here. It's nothing about the Raiders I like. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the Bears. I like the Bears capitalizing a little bit off last week. Lamar ain't never the problem, no excuse. Lamar is never the issue. You got Henry fumbling. You got I think Henry's fumbled in every game this season. Maybe except for one. Got me ready to change my mind. No, I'm sticking with the Ravens. I'm sticking with the Ravens. I mean, how long? I feel like the league hasn't caught up to that Kansas City Chiefs shit. Like, we not going. You know, you're not going to come out here with just no weapons with Pacheco and Xavier Worthy. And I mean, and Travis Kelce look like he's a step slow. Like he's, you know, he dropping shit. Yeah, look, every game. I like the Ravens here too, but they gotta tighten up. If the fact that, but hold on though, because the Ravens defense is dog shit. And the Chiefs defense is great. Here's what I'm going to say. I would put in two tickets. I'm going to do the same thing for the lottery that I'm going to do in the 4 o'clock games. I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the Jags. I'm taking the Ravens and I'm taking the Bears. But on the second ticket, I'm going to keep the Rams and the Jags the same. And then I'm going to take the Chiefs and then I'm going to take the Raiders. That's what I'm going to do. No. Not a speech. They need to give him some shoulder pads and a helmet. Hey, Marshall, they need to give him some shoulder pads and a helmet. But that's what I'm gonna do for the 4 o'clock games. I'm gonna put in 2 tickets there. Because to me they're toss-ups. And Caleb, he too sometimey. Yes, Marshall, for sure. For sure. Just ask him. And look, I'll go see if and while they at it, I'll see if Ed Reed got a little left in the tank too. We go see if Ed Reed got a little left in the tank as well. Why not? Why not? That's probably a playoff game. Yeah, that's if Kansas City turns it around. That's if Kansas City turns it around. I don't know. Like Juju Smith-Schuster. Like, I just don't. They need some damn weapons. And Patty look a little fat. Like them championships done started to get to him. They do a lot of winning over there. I hated him. I hated Juju. I ain't gonna lie. When he got that first down, that one catch that he had on the first drive and got that first down, I'm like, yo, I better not, in the Super Bowl I'm talking about, I'm like, this better not be all game. And it wasn't, but, I can't stand Juju. Yeah, Worthy back. I got it. But, yeah, like you just said, it's not enough. So I would hedge this 4 o'clock game, these 4 o'clock games, the tickets that you see up there, but then I would put in a second ticket and just make I would do that. That's what I would do. That's how I would do it. I would put the Chiefs and I'd put the Raiders. But I think these first 2 games is locks. I think the Jags is going to beat the Niners, and I think the Rams is going to beat the Colts. If you wanted to throw the Colts on that second ticket, I am not mad at that either. If you wanted to throw the Colts on that, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. A little $5 will win you over 100. A little $5 on the 4 o'clock games will win you over 100 if you pick the Colts, and you pick the Chiefs and you pick the Raiders and the Jags. You do this every Sunday. Yes, I won't miss another one, crack. Last week we missed last week, but we had a few losses, and then I was a little busy, but we're supposed to be every week, yeah. All right, let's get into the last parlay. We're going to get into this last. You know what I mean, Marshall? We hold it down. All right. A.J. Brown, I feel like he's going to have a breakout game this week. This parlay is going to focus solely on A.J. Brown. All right, A.J. Brown is going to win us some money. He reminded the offensive coordinator. He reminded our offense. And I think he reminded the league last week in that second half of who he was. And I think we get right back to that. As long as they want to keep loading the box, keep 7 in the box, keeping 8 in the box, and keeping AJ in one-on-one coverage, which is criminal, I think he's going to show out today. Mad Dog, no good. No, it's not. If you was here and you know your homework, he's been hurt the last 3 times we played the Buccaneers. So it's not a biased, blinding bet at all. I actually think it's a good bet. You ain't even see what I put on the damn ticket yet. But you know what, though? If you don't like it, don't bet on it. And is there another fucking A.J. Brown I don't know about? A.J. Brown for the Eagles, question mark. Fuck is you talking about, man? Anyway. A.J. Brown, I like him for it anytime. Yeah, well, he ain't said, he said A.J. Brown. Nah, listen. Mad Dog, I agree. I agree with what you just said, right? As far as the Eagles passing game goes. But the second half of last week's game, I think, opened our eyes a little bit and it woke us up. So I'm saying that to say, I think this week we're going to go back to that. Now, I could be wrong. But I got a gut feeling. That AJ's going to have a big game today. You know what happened the last time AJ Brown played the Buccaneers? Go check what happened the last time. That's what I'm going to say. Just go check what happened the last time. Receiving props. Do we got an over? Do I put him on the ticket? I'm thinking 90 for AJ. I'm thinking 90 for AJ. You ain't share it with us, crack. Said I had a 6 parlay prop last week. He said, well, I tell you what, a BD Gamble, he threw for 222, 225 last week. Listen, man, I'm not looking forward to no damn 120, 125 yards. I think we got to stop that shit, man. The teams is loading the box. They loading the box up. Like, I just don't think, like, hey, Mad Dog, maybe, I hope you're wrong. Maybe, I just think it shows that we was there. That's all I'm trying to say. All right. All right, the money line booster ticket. Cracknut, you got Baker over 219. I ain't mad at that. I got AJ Brown. Ooh, fuck, man, them 7 receptions is kind of scaring me a little bit, but just a little bit, though. AJ Brown, anytime score, he's getting in the end zone. AJ Brown is getting in the end zone this week. Book it. I got him for 90. I got him for 90 yards. 7 receptions. I got him somewhere around 8 or 9 receptions. I think he's going to go for 100, but just to keep it safe, I got him for 90. And I got the Eagles on the money line. Crack. Fuck out of here. Hold on. Eight would be even better. Would I take off anytime? Hold on, I was about to say, why my ticket look wrong? No, I like 7. I like 7. 7 not a lot. 7 not a lot, man. Couple quick slants. Couple bubble screens. I think we're going to go. I think A.J. Brown, I think we're going to go to him early, though, too. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the game plan is going to go to him early to kind of open up the run game for Saquon. I think we've been trying to just overly hand the ball over to Saquon to open up the pass, and I don't think that's been working. Right? I just don't think it's been working. I think the teams is just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go back to making Jalen Hurts use his arm. We rather that over Saquon. And I'm not mad at that, but I think Jalen has proved that, you know, he can throw the ball and we could win on his arm. Right? It's like, so you could say it's a lot. I don't think so. I think he has 3 to 4 catches in the first quarter. I think he gets the ball 3 to 4 times in the first quarter. That's what I'm trying to say, Marshall. And I think he's going to be heavily involved in the offensive game plan this week. Listen, are y'all down here? Like Crack Nutty, where are you at? Where are you at? Because if you're not on this side of town, you're not going to sit here and act like you got a better feel for the team than I do. That's all I'm saying. We're not going to act like you got it, but where are you located? Should I put a Schmitty ticket in? Because now, I tell you what. If it's not going to be AJ, it's going to be Schmitty. But I think Schmitty's going to get the third, fourth quarter work when you forget about him because we done got AJ involved. We done handed the ball over to Saquon, and then boom, as soon as you forget about Schmitty, bang. I'm AJ. Last 5 games, he's never had 7 receptions. Most he had was 6. Hold on, because last week. I'm not saying you wrong. Guy. But hold on. What did he do last week? Let's check the box scores. Okay. He has 6 receptions. Here go Mad Dog again. He has 6 receptions for $109. That was in a half of football. He did that in the second half of football, gang. He has 6. Now, listen, the passing game for the Eagles in the first 2 weeks was non-existent. It was non-existent. So I'm with you. I'm with you on that. He bugging. I'm. That's the amount of catches. Last 5. No. I understand that. We can't take away the second half because it happened. And I think what I'm trying to say to y'all is that was the wake-up call. Like, yo, we bugging. Not only do we have Saquon in the backfield, but we have a guy who's equally as dangerous out there in A.J. Brown. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's a gut feeling that I have that AJ getting off this week. Now, I'm not saying that, I know everything. I could be wrong. But I'm saying that second half to me should have woken up the OC and the head coach like, yo, we can't just keep leaving AJ out here as some fucking decoy. Hold on. Equally as dangerous is crazy. How is that crazy? If we don't have to go off. If you want to go off the numbers, fine. AJ is a top 5 receiver in the league, is he not? Now, Saquon's top 2 running back, probably top 1, if you're only going to argue Derrick Henry. But yes, equally as dangerous. I didn't fucking stutter. Like, well, I tell you what. He didn't Saquon hasn't had a breakout game yet, but look at what they're doing. Look what they're selling out to stop them. And I think the Buccaneers are going to do the same thing. I tell you what, he bugging. Since you like to look up stats, he bugging. Go look what AJ did the last time he played the Buccaneers. Can you go put those stats in the chat? Can you go put what he did the last time he played the Buccaneers in there since we're looking up stats? Can you do that for me? Are you still here? Marshall, you with me? Marshall with me. AJ Brown is of that cloth, Mad Dog. AJ Brown is of that cloth, gang. What are we talking about? I don't understand. I'm getting sidetracked, y'all. My fault. For anybody who likes the bet that I just placed, anybody who likes this parlay, $10. $10 of when you're 100. I like this bet so much, I think I might put a quarter or a dub on it. Hey. So listen, Marshall, you with me? And I fucks with it. He bugging 9 catches for 131 yards in 2023 though. Okay. All right. Are we acting like AJ fell off or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who were they? Who was their D-backs in 2023? Who they D-backs now? Who's over there? And listen, if they decide to zone up or Tyreek Hill numbers in 2023 versus, we can't compare. We're not going to compare though. Tyreek Hill's not in the same situation. That offense deteriorated. Eagles still intact. I got AJ getting off this week. I'm stamping it. Mad Dog, I got AJ getting off this week. Next Sunday, if I'm wrong, you get to come in here and say, I told you so. All right? We'll make that deal. All right? You get to come in here and say, Broze, I told you so. But this is my last bet. Real quick, before I get out of here, let me see if anybody need me to place their bets. The Cash App is up at the top. If you are in a state that you can't place a bet, send it through. Just tell me which bet you want me to place it on. All right, I'm about to get out of here. I'm going to play a little bit of poker today. So wish me luck. Wish me luck. I had a couple good outings the last time. We're going to try to capitalize on that. I feel a little weird, though, playing poker while watching a game while playing poker. I usually like to just focus on the game. But, I missed poker for the last couple of weeks. So, my palms is itching. Hey, Marshall, man, I tell you what, it's a rush. It's a rush trying to keep your composure when you bluffing, or trying to keep your composure when you not bluffing so you can make it look like you bluffing. Like it's poker has been one of the, one of my favorite things that I've gotten into lately. And I've been at it now for some time. Same thing with like golf, chess. I put poker in that category. So shout out to y'all, man. It's been fun. We'll be back Sunday. Hopefully we win this week. I feel like we could use a win. I feel good about those 4 o'clock games. I feel really good about those 4 o'clock games. I also feel good about the lottery. So remember, if y'all send me some bread on the Cash App, just tell me what you want me to put the bet on so I don't make the wrong bet, or I'm just going to place the bet on whatever, whatever. All right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all next week. I'm sure we'll be back. I think Frozen announced a 30 for 30. I know I'll be popping in on that. I ain't been on the lives as much. Been trying to get this health in order. going to the gym, trying to stay healthy. Been really proud of myself. Been feeling really good about that. But Frozen Broze is going to be in full effect on this 30 for 30, and I'll be back. Froze has been holding it down, but I'll be back. And I feel like I ain't pissed Froze. I feel like I ain't pissed Froze off on a live in a minute. So I'm definitely getting back to that. Shout out to Avo, as always. Facts, Marshall. We be back tomorrow. I'll holler at y'all later, man.
It's Big Froze, Big Froze. Big Froze, Big Froze. Now that you see it, they watch me like they watch the news. We don't do no talking, we know what they do.